A medical doctor with a Doctor of Philosophy degree, he was a brilliant surgeon before an accident ruined his hand. He became the Sorcerer Supreme and Master of Mystic Arts. First name Stephen, but call him Doctor Strange! I am the Markman and welcome to the Markverse, and today we are going to unbox and review Hasbro's Marvel Legends figure, the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. And just by looking at the box, we can already see that there are so many magical items together with this figure. But before we go to the review, I would like to invite you to follow my Instagram account because I always post updates and some toy photography. Now let's go to the unboxing and review. Let's check the design. Hasbro became faithful on the original design of Doctor Strange. The head sculpt is great, every part of it. When I was a kid, I remember looking at my Marvel card collection, and one of the most memorable for me among all his physical attributes, it is the gray side of his hair and mustache. And of course, including his costume. And speaking of costume, he's wearing the Cloak of Levitation. The cloak does not have that much weight, so falling back won't be an issue. The combination of the shades of red and yellow is also compatible. And this part undoubtedly is the most powerful magical weapon of Strange. This is the Eye of Agamotto. I hope they had made this more patent or obvious, putting more details or at least different colors or shades. This is his most powerful arsenal, so it should have been given more emphasis. Then his shoulder, it's good they retained this leopard type design of his gloves. He has a meditating hands, which is also a gesture when he is casting spell. Then his body costume. The back is also well painted. This is the magical sash. This is not just an accessory for Strange. This sash actually has magical powers. I like the colors and shading they use, all parts of it. Now the lower part, the legs and boots. So the lower part is simple. In some storyline, this is really the design. Now let's go to the articulation. Start with the head, up, down, and sides. We can move it further due to this cloak. The shoulders, moving it sideways. So that's it. It's already hit this part of the cloak. We can also move it in full motion. There's no bicep swivel. We need to find the proper position of the forearm so that we can move the elbow. We only have one hinge, so the elbow is only single jointed. Again, we need to find the proper position of the forearm so that we can bend it. We can move the wrist in full circle, and it also has a hinge. There's no forearm articulation though. Then the crunching, we have good forward and backward crunching. But there is no side crunch. The good thing, we have hip movement. We don't have any thigh swivel, but we can move the legs wide apart. Then it's a double jointed knee. We also have calf movement. We also have full motion of the ankle as well. That's good, but there's no toe articulation. Now let's go to the accessories. First, the two alternate heads. So what about this head? One storyline of Doctor Strange is when he was trapped in a different dimension and his identity was taken from him. In order for him to escape and beat the villain, he needs to wear this mask. Now let's change the head. Okay, this looks good, but I will use this head only for toy photography and definitely not if I will display the figure. One problem here is that in the comics, the mask also covered his neck, but here it's not. Then this part shows when Doctor Strange is meditating or wanted to be in his astral form. Though I don't know why his sideburns are gray. But in the default head, it is black. This part of his hair is also down, while the default head is brushed up. So let's put the second alternate head. Let's get the spell effect. The material is made of soft, translucent rubber. So those are the spell effects. We have a pair of hands. So this is the closed fist and a hand that could hold the other accessory. So let's change the default hands. So it has the same articulation. And this is the axe of Angaromus, which is an ancient but still powerful weapon. And if we look closely, there are some chips on its edge, really showing the intensity of its usage. There are details in this accessory as well. The handle is not too big to force this to be held by his hand. At least the grip will not be loose in the long run. Lastly, the Wand of Watung. You can channel magic into this. These are Demon's Head. Both ends have this design. And there are also details on this handle. Now let's put the other accessories. Start with the axe. So like I said, it's going to easily fit the hands of Strange. Then the wand, the Watu. So that's great. And then the spell effects. Okay, so that's good. Now let's measure Doctor Strange. He is around 6.3 inches. If we will include the cloak, it's 6.5. So for a comparison, that's called Thor of Hasbro Toy and Iron Man of ZD Toy. Nice comparison. And let's compare him with the other Sorcerer Supreme of the other universe. DC Multiverse, that is. Dr. Fate of McFarlane Toys. You get it, right? You get it. So that's the measurement and comparison. There's beauty in this figure. The sculpt of the face, the design of his costume, they really got this figure correct. In terms of articulation, though, there are some parts which I hope they added more articulation. For the lower part, particularly the cough, it is loose. I do not know if this is how they designed the articulation or it's a manufacturing defect. It's a minor issue, but it's affecting the posing stand of the figure when I do toy photography, but it's manageable. Then for the accessories, I am satisfied with the details and more satisfied on its number, which I also base on the price range. Overall, This is a fantastic figure, and I'm going to put this in front of my collection because it has a wonderful design. So, if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and push that notification button so that you will be notified for new videos cause I upload every week. This is the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse. Please always remember to pay it forward with kindness.